know sometimes life can be tough, and you feel like you just had enough. When you're thinking everything is gone wrong, just remember.
It's that time of the year, guys. I'm back in the country that I call home, the country where I grew up. I am back in the Republic of Ireland. But I must say, coming home this time was a bit different. I just couldn't wait to be back. I was ecstatic, excited, elated at the thought of coming back to Ireland. And even though it's just for the December break, like I do every year, it's because I feel the need to recharge my batteries. Because there's just something about a homecoming after an extended period of time. Was I homesick? Maybe, but there are obviously some certain factors that play into me wanting to get my ass out of Birmingham ASAP and come back to where I call home, which is Cork. Coming back home after an extended period of time means that you're greeted by a lot of changes. A lot of things change and you rock up and it's like, oh, this wasn't there. And then everybody else is like, where have you been? Yeah, I haven't been here, but it's great. It's great to be back. Being able to be caught up on the things that you missed, primarily good news, sometimes bad news, but it's just great to be in the loop again. One of the big factors in my excitement to come back home is the loneliness that I experienced in Birmingham. Now, this isn't me pointing fingers at anybody, but nobody told me how difficult it is to make friends in your 20s. And I think people are starting to have this discussion and realizing that it's actually a common consensus. Nobody is alone in that sense. Because as we grow up, we're always in environments where we kind of have to make friends. Think about school. But when you're in your 20s living alone, every single choice you make is on you. And people have always told me, you're going to find your people. You're going to find your people. You're going to find your people. I haven't found my people, but it's all right. I'm giving it time. I found comfort in the fact that I now realize that I'm not the only one. But yeah, it'll be good to see the gang that I grew up with and catch up with some familiar faces. It's to the point where in Birmingham, I was going out just to be surrounded by people. You know, I'm a gym goer and I love going to the gym for fitness, but so much as well was just to be surrounded by people. Because when you're alone in your room, you don't have friends, you don't have anywhere to go, it's kind of like, it's easy to get trapped. So for those that don't know, Cork is my humble beginning. It's where I was born. It's where I identify. I am a Corkonian, Nigerian Corkonian, but a Corkonian nonetheless. And in all honesty, moving away has made me cherish home connections more. You don't know what you got till it's gone, basically. And what this made me realize is that the grass is not always greener. It's not. It really and truly isn't. I believed I was going to move, completely transform my life, have a clean slate, have a new life, flourish that way. It hasn't exactly gone the way I thought it would go, and that's okay. Still giving it time and trusting in God's plan. And what it proved to me is that there are pros and cons to everything. There are pros and cons to moving, and I've learned to appreciate and embrace those pros and cons. One of the biggest perks, I must say, is coming home to my mom's cooking. Completely underrated. Very, very underrated. You go away, you have to fend for yourself, and it's only then that you appreciate mom's cooking. Or in my case anyways, I'll speak for myself. But yeah, I'm relishing the time that I'm having at home, living in the moment, catching up with people, catching up with family, recharging the batteries. And I've got roots in Birmingham now with certain projects that I'm involved in. So I'm hoping to go back with a new energy. I'm hoping to go back refreshed, a new desire to attack my goals. I am so happy to be back. Genuinely so happy to be back. And for some more insight on my experience from moving from one country to another, what I've learned during that experience, check out this video. Be blessed as you watch. See you soon. Bye.